Okay. So as you can see, today I decided, screw Dead Space number 2. Dead Space 1 was pretty bad. I honestly don't think I'm willing to risk Dead Space 2 unless it's on some massive drastic discount. So instead, we're checking out The Sinking City. Um, I played around a little bit with this to see if it was playable by me, and it seems fairly playable. We'll see. I didn't do that much with it. I've gone through an intro thing. That's about it. So we will, of course, start a new game because we want to start at the beginning, and we'll see how this plays out. Now, obviously, I'm me, so I'm going to play on the easy setting, and I love this game's got a how to play, like donk, right off the start menu. This is all the help you'll be getting, by the way. Um, it doesn't give you any more. It just goes to that whenever you try to find out stuff. So like there'll be places in the game where it goes, press T to see more, and it just goes to that. Anyway, I'm not sure why that's off the start menu, but well, I guess maybe because you're playing the game, you could escape and you want to look at that. I don't know. Um, anyway, hopefully I've got the sound mix right. This does have music, but I've got it turned way down. We'll see. And of course, we're going to start a new game. Oh no, my previous game that I don't care about is going to get overwritten. A frosty welcome. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you requested, I have researched the outbursts of hysteria. Actually, wait. No, this is Johannes Vanderberg. Dear Mr. Charles Reed, as you have requested, I have researched. I don't know if that even sounds like a German accent. Fuck it, I'll just read it. I've researched the outbursts of hysteria and visions in the city of Oakmont, Massachusetts. It turns out that your assumptions were correct. My cat is going to block my view the whole time anyway. Thank you, Tabby. Such cases are indeed more frequent here. Men and women from across the country are drawn to Oakmont, haunted by visions similar to yours, a city drowning, the presence of something great yet unknown. As luck has it, I believe we have stumbled upon the source of your ailment and the person who might help you with it. Prepare yourself, then come to Oakmont as soon as you can. I will meet you here to help you on your way. Cordially, Johannes Vanderberg. All right. So I apologize for not having a good German accent. Indeed, this is The Sinking City. I decided screw Dead Space too. Alright, I have a first aid kit and a brick. Lucky me.
I never have to use it, but something tells me I will.
And, the same letter again. Whoops. As perhaps you guessed by the title of the stream and the look, the game is based on Lovecraft. Bugger.
Never trust a tourist advertisement.
Yeah, I thought it would be a good Halloween thing.
Now get out.
Fuck you, I'm going back to my room. Whoops. No, that's not what I wanted. Where's my damn camera? Did I not pick up the camera? Well, I may be, because the use is a mouse button, not a key on the keyboard, and so I got used to pressing the E key a lot, and that's slappy, so I may be a little slappy this time. Okay. Yeah, there we go. That's apparently a shovel, so. Did I not pick up a camera? I thought I picked up a camera. Okay, that's my casebook. It's my flashlight. It's nothing. It's nothing. That's the help thing. There we are. There's my camera. Right. Fuck you.
At last, Mr. Charles Reed. What a pleasure to finally meet you in the flesh.
Nice to meet you.
Johannes van der Berg, at your service. I did promise to meet you the moment you arrived.
Ah, much obliged, Mr. Vandenberg. I guess I didn't expect you to mean so little.
Please call me Johannes. But where are my manners? Welcome to the proud city of Oakmont.
Really?
Glass now is not its finest hour, though it is its most important.
Hmm. Damn. I think we're gonna have to get to this dialogue before I can play with the sound.
You said you know someone who can help me with my problem. The visions have been getting worse.
Such vividness of dreams is not uncommon here in Oakmont. By chance, the man I spoke of, Robert Throgmorton, is already at the port. He has dedicated a lot of time and effort to investigate this issue. Alas, I fear he has a more pressing matter on his hands.
Reaching Oakmont was no easy task. Most maps I found didn't mark it, and this rickety packet ship is the only one that sailed here. Why is that?
Oakmont is no ordinary place. Its unique geographical position and the flood, a recent natural disaster, make it nigh impossible to reach. But you made it, Mr. Lee. I'm sure the tides of fate would have brought you here one way or another.
Okay.
Tell me about this flood.
It began 6 months ago. Storms raged for several weeks, and the water has risen ever higher without receding. Now the city is cut off from the mainland. I must say I rather like it, despite the inconvenience. Atmosphere, you know?
How can I find Mr. Throckmorton?
Don't worry, you can't miss him. Throgmorton tends to stand out.
I'll need a place to lay my head while I'm here. Any recommendations?
Fear not. I've already feathered a nest for you. There's a room in your name at the Devil's Reef Hotel. Here's the key.
Sounds charming.
Don't judge a book by its cover, Mr. Lee.
What's the best way to get around Oakmont? I'd like to drop my things at the hotel.
Most locals go by foot or by boat. I've got the latter sorted for you. There's one waiting outside the port.
You're too kind, Johannes. Can you steer me towards the Devil's Reef?
Take this map. I've marked the hotel and a few other key places.
How do you fill your days, Mr. Vandenberg?
I host a philosophy club for the like-minded intelligentsia, gathering seeds of thought like moths drawn to a flame.
Does Oakmont really have much of a market for philosophy these days?
There is no consciousness without pain, Mr. Reed. No better moment for clarity than times of hardship.
Well, that's it for now, I think. Thanks for helping me get my bearings.
No. The pleasure was mine, Mr. Reed.
Oh, before you go, how can I get in touch with you later?
Don't worry about that. I'm the kind of man who finds you.
Right. We will see about the audio. Holy crap. Okay, that's probably why it was so low. It's way down. Okay.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Can you hear that better? Okay. Let me tab out of here a minute. Can you hear it now?
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
Hold on. I think I see the problem.
We'll meet again, Mr. Reed.
How's that? Alright.
I don't care about your petty excuses. No one leaves the port until my son is found, and that is final.
Excuse me. Are you Robert Throgmorton?
I am, but not interested. Go away.
The name's Charles Reed. I'm a private investigator, just arrived from Boston. I was told you might be able to help me.
Private investigator, you say? Well, perhaps we can help each other.
I've heard you're the man to speak to about visions, outbreaks of hysteria. I'm trying to get to the bottom of it myself.
Another newcomer with another problem. Yes, I know what you speak of.
Can I ask you a few questions?
How dare you? My son Albert is missing, and no one in this Innsmouth-ridden city will do a damn thing. But yes, let's talk about your dreams.
If I may ask, what happened to your son?
Why do you care? What's your angle, outsider?
Well, like I said, I'm a PI. Finding people is kind of my specialty.
Is it? Well, Albert was part of a deep-sea expedition I commissioned. This useless fool over here says he found Albert washed ashore in a lifeboat. Says he was barely conscious, out of his mind, talking gibberish in some other language. That he even tried to bite him.
And you don't believe him?
Complete malarkey. I know my Albert. I raised him strong and smart, the best of his kind. It couldn't have been him. Albert's disappearance is the work of Innsmouthers, mark my words.
I take it you're not the biggest fan of these Innsmouthers.
Those fish-faced freaks have overrun this city since the police burned Innsmouth to the ground. But now, those filthy migrants occupy half this damned city. The port, Grimhaven Bay, Salvation Harbor, the shells, they are everywhere.
So they're just refugees.
Hardly. They've taken work from the local fishermen. They stir and agitate against us, the Throgmorton family. We are the pillar of this community, not to mention that crime rates have skyrocketed. Simply speaking, they are a big stinking pile of trouble.
Mr. Throgmorton, let me help you. I'm rather good at tracking down missing people. I'll find Albert.
What makes you think you can do it? Oakmont is not exactly friendly to new arrivals.
Let's just say I tend to see things that others miss. And anyway, what have you got to lose? Sounds like you could use every man you can get.
Vera, you have a point, newcomer.
Sorry, did you just say Vera? What does that mean?
You had better get used to the Oakmont dialect, outsider. That is, if you want to fit in. It is a fascinating blend. Vera means fine. I was saying, we have a deal.
I see. Thank you. I need to know more about what happened to Albert.
Dane, did you not listen at all? I already told you everything. After leaving on the expedition, Albert was found on the shore in a lifeboat. This fisherman supposedly brought him to their house, and then left to call me. But when I arrived here, my son was nowhere to be seen.
Anything else?
Clearly, something suspicious occurred inside the house. I suggest you stop dawdling and go see for yourself.
You mentioned a lifeboat. Is it still around?
Yes. Face the house, then to the left is a beach that borders a fence. You'll find it there.
As much as I'm enjoying the weather, Mr. Throgmorton, it's time for me to get started.
Find my son, newcomer, and be quick about it.
I've said everything I know.
Where's your Oberon, huh, Titania?
Albert Throgmorton's will. I hope somebody finds this. My name is Albert Throgmorton, and this is my will. I want to warn you, don't go to the depths below, Oakmont. There's something. We should have never done that. Everything should have remained in that cave. Professor something. I fear what will become of me. It's singing in my brain, dancing on my eyelids every time I close my eyes. Something. The cycle goes on and on and on and on and on and on. Something in the end it comes. I must warn everyone. I must tell my father something. He's here. Yeah, he's kind of a dickbag.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Nope.
Something with this helmet gives me chills. What's wrong with it?
Righto. Well, it's years of practice being a raving lunatic. Why is there a fucking H on the door? By the way, this is my air quote second sight.
Huh. This dog mat looks better than the owner's bed.
Okay, I think the H is this is a place you can go in, maybe. Ah,
The book is damp and damaged, but clearly well cared for.
talk about nasty. Bathtub full of dead fish, dead squid on the floor. These guys are living the high life. Dead squid. Well, that's not squid, that's octopus, isn't it? Yeah. And then there's the fact that they've got sea life growing across the floor and the walls. The fuck. Charming. A charming little abode.
It would take tremendous effort to move this thing, let alone tossing it over like this.
Let's see what you find, newcomer.
There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee. Hello? Hey, can you hear me?
Oh, no shit.
Oh, my head. What? Who are you? Are you police? I've already told them everything.
It's okay. I'm Charles Reed, Private Eye. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son.
Oh, okay. What do you want?
I want to know what happened here. Every detail.
I don't remember much. Me, Paul, and Lewis, we were here. This is our house. Barry was outside, on his business. Then he came back carrying Throgmorton's son. He was unconscious, barely breathing. Barry left again to call Mr. Robert.
Then what?
We put the guy in Lewis's room. Then he started to make these horrible sounds and, okay, my head began to burst. And he woke up. And after that, I don't remember a thing, just dreams. Drowned streets, a sleeping giant, a voice that called me.
That sounds familiar. Tell me about yourself.
Name's Will Hammond. I'm a fisherman. We all are. Live here together. Me, poor fella Paul, Barry, and Innsmouther Lewis Flynn. We moved here after the flood. I worked on the railroad, but the rail ain't kicking anymore, so I started fishing. It was at or starve.
Who is this Kay you keep mentioning?
Outsiders, show some respect. Kay is our lord, our light, our love.
Sorry, I didn't know. Where are all the other guys?
That's Paul there on the floor. Kay be with him. Barry's outside with Mr. Throgmorton. Lucky rascal missed everything. And I have no idea what Lewis or Throgmorton's son got to. Starting to suspect the worst.
Do you know how Paul died?
I don't know. When I pulled myself together, he was already gone. Kay have mercy on his soul.
I'll leave you to it. Take care of yourself, Will.
Please, detective, sir, tell me the truth. Could it be me? Did I kill Paul? Or, Kay, did I kill him?
I don't know yet, Will. The police will stop anyone coming in or out of here, so I suggest you just try and get some rest.
I'm afraid of what I might dream.
Ah, damn, there's just fish hanging everywhere. Yeah, this place has gotta smell charming.
I can barely recognize the face of the poor fella. He was beaten to a pulp.
What the hell? Okay. Okay, having a bit of a freak out, apparently.
Five cards short of a full house. There was a fierce fight here, but someone tried to flee.
Get that. go ahead and loot their stuff.
Choo choo. Ahem.
Apparently I'm a horrible person. I don't want to step away from that. Apparently looking at a dead body freaks me out a lot. Oh. Whoops.
So that's what an Innsmouther looks like. Seems like Prohibition hasn't affected Oakmont too much. Never seen knives like this before. Masterful work.
Nechri, Grena, Gebhal, Nukulina, Haftin.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Run!
Okay, let's see what we have here.
What's happening?
Take this, ape face. Yeah, run!
When Albert Throgmorton woke up, he was not himself. He attacked the fishermen, and his hysteria spread to them. When he got wounded, he fled.
I don't think so, no. I think those guys took inspiration from some of the older games these guys did. I could be wrong, though. But I think it's a different company. This company's known for doing Sherlock Holmes games. This was their first venture into something different. I mean, how do you have that much fish? Oh, just crates of the stuff just lying around rotting. Nasty. Take that, that damn dirty shell casing.
So the fisherman pursued Albert, even let off a few shots.
Take that, you damn
When
dirty
Albert was
bug.
wounded, he managed to climb that high. Robert wasn't exaggerating when he said he raised him strong.
Boy, oh boy. Fish canning, you say? Don't look like anybody's doing their fucking job.
The blood is fresh. Whomever it belongs to could not have got far.
Loot, loot, loot the place. Steal every damn thing. Sorry. The blue doors you can't open. Oh, wait a minute.
There's something in the pocket.
A blood-stained note. Lewis, please give me one more week. I know I owe you, but I'm underwater like everyone else right now. I don't have enough stock to operate the bar smoothly with the fuzz snooping around the port. But don't worry, I've struck a nice deal with the proper people. You should have a steady supply channel soon. Just one more week. I'll return everything with double interest. Peter. You can shoot padlocks. Hey, why can't I be both? Or you can smash them like that. The fuck is that? That was creepy. Oh, good. That's not worrisome at all. A very small dead whale. I don't know these fucking things. Which is not melting into a puddle of sludge. Okay. Take that, you
One
damn
fatal
dirty ape.
round through the forehead. That's no accident. This was deliberate.
Yeah, nothing to see there. Let's see. Dead shark. Dead octopus. Is that a shrimp wearing a crab? Wearing a rat? Looks like a fucking shrimp wearing a rat. What the fuck? Apparently I cannot kill this shrimp wearing the rat. A shrat indeed.
Hey, got a spare bullet, fella? I ain't eaten in days.
What? I don't want to talk to people guzzling away like that.
Welcome to Under the Keel. What do you want?
I've seen some unsettling creatures around, like nothing I've ever encountered. What are they?
So you met a wild beast, newcomer. No one knows what they are, but consider yourself lucky to still be in one piece. They arrived in the flood. Some say they come from the sea. Others that they are Kay's punishment for us.
And what do you say?
If it bleeds, you can kill it. Keep your gun handy. And if you want to erase the memory, I sell a perfect cure right here. Remember, better to be a coward and live than brave and dead. Unless you're a newcomer.
I'm looking for a man by the name of Lewis Flynn. Any chance he's here?
Yeah. Even if I knew, I don't rat to newcomers.
Robert Throgmorton hired me to investigate his son's disappearance. I found the note about your debt to Lewis near his cold, dead body. And it looks like Lewis murdered Robert's kid. You want him to come here and ask instead of me?
What?
Don't what me. At best, you're harboring a criminal. At worst, you're an accessory to murder.
What? No. I ain't done nothing.
Tell that to Mr. Throgmorton.
No. Throg. Lewis is upstairs. Here's the key.
Smart man. There's your good deed for the day. Bye.
Yeah, lovely girly photos all up on the walls. Aside from all the shit on the floor, that just adds that extra layer of charm to this shithole. I mean, this lovely establishment. Nah, it's a shithole, come on. The whole place is a shithole.
Hey, who are you? What are you doing?
Charles Reed, private investigator. Mr. Throgmorton hired me to find his son Albert, so I think you know why I'm here.
Throg. That darn bartender. It was all that crazy ape's fault. You hear me?
Calm down. I only want to speak, for now. But no, if you reach for your gun, you'll hit the floor faster than you can say poetic justice.
I got nothing to hide.
You shot to kill. No warning, no second chances. You pursued Albert even after he fled. Why?
I can't remember it. When he woke, it was like a bloody mist descended over me. First thing I recall after is that darn warehouse and me covered in blood. I had no idea what happened, though. I suspected it had something to do with that ape. Turns out, I was right.
Start at the beginning. What happened?
We were in our house, me, Paul, and Will. Barry'd gone to the sea. Though I told him that it would only bring bad luck. If he'd listened to me, we'd all still be alive.
Come on, Lewis. Focus.
Right. Well, Barry dragged that damn ape to our house. He was bragging about how much Mr. Throgmorton would give us for saving his son. But that ape, he was out cold. Then woke in an instant and started screaming, attacking us. After that, can't remember a thing.
I hear there's a bit of a feud between the Innsmouthers and the Throgmortons. Care to fill me in?
Those apes hated us from the moment we arrived in Oakmont. Our home was destroyed. We just needed a place to stay. The Blackwood Grand family sheltered us, but others were not as hospitable. We needed jobs, food, and medicine. The city denied it all.
And so?
We had to fight for every crumb of bread. And those Throgmortons in their high castle only made our life harder, always conspiring behind our backs. Always setting people against us. I'd love to see them suffer like we suffered.
You mentioned a grand family. What do you mean?
So you're a newcomer, huh? Explains a lot.
Yeah, a newcomer with a gun. Answer the question.
Okay. People here are crazy about bloodlines and tradition and reputation. The head honchos of Oakmont are called the Grand Families. There's the Carpenters, who control most of the city's underworld, the Blackwoods, who share kin with Innsmouthers through the Marsh family.
And let me guess, the Throgmortons.
Right, those filthy apes. Now that most of the Blackwoods are gone, there's nobody left to protect us Innsmouthers.
The things you did to Albert don't look like a bloody rage. A fatal shot to the head, a hidden body. One might start to wonder if it was deliberate.
I don't know what to say. I wasn't myself.
I think I've got all I need.
Please, Mr. Reed, don't tell Throgmorton about me. I know I'm in no position to ask. I didn't want to do whatever it is I did. Honest, have mercy, please. I have a family. Without me, they'll starve.
This is not exactly cut and dry. I need some time to think.
Perhaps I can offer something to grease your grinds. I still have a few bullets on me.
You think you're the first person to offer me a bribe?
Please, Mr. Reed.
Now, don't try my patience further, Mr. Flynn.
Yeah, that looks like no good. Maybe I'll see where it's dry. Drier.
Mr. Throgmorton, I'm afraid I have bad news.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I found your son in the basement of a nearby warehouse. I'm sorry, but he was murdered. Shot in the head and the body hidden.
No. It cannot be true. No, no, no. I don't believe it. No.
I've tracked down your son's murderer.
Where? Who is he?
And just as I suspected, the Innsmouther Lewis is responsible for your son's murder. He's hiding at the local bar. Just ask the bartender. Seems like he had a bone to pick with your family, and took it out on Albert.
Oh, that scum won't be getting off easy. The whole city shall see what happens when you cross the Throgmortons. Justice, bitter-sweet as it is, shall be served. It's rare for a newcomer to make himself so useful. Thank you.
Mr. Throgmorton, I hate to press you, but do you think you could help me now?
Yes, you've earned it. okay to think a newcomer barely off the boat solves a crime the police couldn't, but I digress. Remind me, what brought you to Oakmont?
I think I'm going mad, Mr. Throgmorton. I see things, visions, and I needed to stop. I was drawn here, or guided, or I don't know. But I believe the source of this madness is here, in Oakmont.
You're not wrong, Mr. Reed. An inexplicable hysteria spread through Oakmont after the flood. I funded an expedition to explore recent geological activity that may be responsible.
A geological expedition? I'm not sure I follow.
I have reason to believe the flood and this madness have the same source. As above, so below. So I sent men to find out.
Do these cases of hysteria involve shared visions as well?
Since the flood, many Oakmonters have had similar nightmares. Indeed, Professor Doe, the expedition leader, complained of them herself.
Waterlogged ruins with unnatural architecture, a sleeping giant, drowned streets, and a voice calling from the depths.
Her words exactly. She proposed the expedition, desperately wanting to find the cause.
You mentioned the flood. You think it's more than just a natural disaster?
You weren't here, Mr. Reed. What happened defied scientific explanation.
Has your expedition found anything?
I do not know. Albert was part of it. His passing cannot be coincidence. Why was he alone at the port? And where are the others?
You think your son was killed because the expedition uncovered something?
Is it so hard to believe? I had no news for a week, then Albert, the only one I could trust, comes ashore and is killed.
It does sound suspicious.
Mr. Reed, I want you to find out what's going on. I expect you're as interested in the expedition's results as I am.
If I'm going to look into this, I'll need to know more. Where should I start?
I'll give you the address of the expedition's headquarters and a key.
That's all you can tell me?
Let me be clear, Reed. You do not speak to me like that again.
I'm sorry, Mr. Throgmorton. I just meant the more I know, the better.
I am a busy man. I funded the research, but left all preparations to Professor Doe and Albert. When you've finished, come see me at the Throgmorton family manor. It's in Old Grove. Here, I'll show you.
What about my expenses?
They will be reimbursed after you complete your task. And of course, you've earned some compensation for your work here at the port. I'll also include a fair advance in bullets.
Bullets?
The dollar lost its use here, Mr. Reed. After the flood, Oakmont returned to bartering. Bullets mean more than bills.
Oh boy, 4 whole cartridges. The love of a father for his son. Yeah, my kids were 4 bullets. Fucking shreds. So fucking creepy. Holy fuck, guys, really? Just left a rail car burning? Man. This place is completely fucked up. Looks like there's a reason there's no more boats coming out here. Fuck. They're sinking. All of them. There's not really anything else to see out here on the dog. How did I get in that room? Lost at Sea. Robert Throgmorton funded an expedition to discover the origin of mass hysteria gripping the Oakmont. The expedition was to explore the seabed near Oakmont. Contact with the expedition was soon lost. Albert Throgmorton was the only known survivor. He was subsequently murdered. I was hired to find any other expedition members, dead or alive. Throgmorton will be waiting for my report in his manor in southern Old Grove. Costume unlocked, daywear. Okay. Take that, you damn lousy mirror. My Diary, Part 1. I don't know what exactly sank the USS Cyclops. I only remember the screams and the metal creaking, water filling the deck, and my headache, the worst I've ever had. I found myself among the floating seaweed, drowning. A nearby piece of the boat helped me survive and reach the shore of a small island. They found me on it later, starving, half mad, and babbling about ancient ruins and their denizens. The officials said none of what I thought I had seen was real, but my memories are true. My strange powers gained after that ordeal prove it. I found something horrible on that island, something old and dark and slithering. It still haunts me. Maybe I should be reading that in a crazy voice. Take that, you damn dirty picture.
Crew of the Cyclops. Semper Fortis, brothers.
Not to be too picky, but is there like a body under that thing there? What the fuck? A plea for help. Dear Mr. Reed, I understand you are the private eye that caught the murderer in the port. My life is in danger. I cannot trust anyone in this city. Please come to my room, which is opposite yours. I am in despair. My studies have drawn the attention of vile forces. They stalk me and will take me soon. I have cast my lot, and I am beyond saving. But the 7 books must be saved at any cost. Even if I am gone, find my notes there. This knowledge must not be lost, as it could be our kind's only hope for enlightenment. Please be the bearer of light, for I have failed. Okay. Take that, you damn dirty light.
Never again, they say. Never again, they say.
Alright, okay. I guess they say that. I have antipsychotics. Alright. Laudanum. Oh, yeah. Registered 1898. I think 1 gram each 6 fluid ounce. Tincture of opium. Soothes all ailments. Add to any spirits or tonics. Devilfish and Sons Pharmacy Company. 575 Abernathy Avenue, Methane, New York.
No matter how much of this I chug down, the visions always return.
I'm fairly certain slamming opium is not the way to go. Well, that's what I want. There we go. I can be a cultist. Woo! Right, I think I'll take the day wear. That looks good. Raids on Innsmouthers. The number of attacks on Innsmouth immigrants has increased. Raids are intensifying, with more and more Innsmouthers exposed to abuse and assault. Sometimes whole families are found dead in their house. Police are on the case, with several illegal Innsmouther businesses captured and their owners sent to jail. This city ought to have been cleaned of these fish-faced scum a long ago, said Robert Throgmorton, head of the Throgmorton Grand family. I regret only one thing. It all started too late. Had we not neglected our civic duties, my son Albert would still be here with us. How fucking long have I been asleep? Note from J. Vanderberg. Mr. Reed, it seems that you overexerted yourself while conducting the investigation for Mr. Throgmorton. Forgive me for the audacity, but I brought you to the Devil's Reef while you were unconscious. Please take more care of yourself in the future. I won't be there for you every time. Janice. Well, I guess I know how I got here now. Oh, man. Ugh.
Makes this place feel more like home. I miss Boston already.
Just loot somebody's stuff. Why not? Can't loot everybody's stuff, though. The Tome of the Mare. The fishermen talk of a place near Blackwood Manor, on the southern part of Whisper Street, where meetings occur in the dead of night. The locals don't like this part of eastern Grimhaven Bay because they seem to fear those who gather near the half-built ships. They say a certain book is read at these meetings, a cursed tome that makes people so crave the sea's touch that they go and drown in the ocean. The one reading the book stands on a cursed boat that sinks in the fog. Those who saw it touch the shore have either gone mad or disappeared. Okay. The Nightmares. I boarded up the windows and locked the door. They're just men. The Yellow King's gang, they can't get me here now. Now there's only me. Me and these nightmares. No longer. I'll figure them out. Bewitched Tome. The local legends may be more than mere superstition. A dozen witches were hanged on a huge apple tree that still grows near the cedar mill. Among these documents is a confession. One of the witches said the devil himself granted them a book with words of power. The book hides itself from mortal eyes, waiting for the witches to be reborn and return to claim it. The witch who wrote this confession lived in eastern Reed Heights, somewhere north of the intersection of Communion Road and Museum Avenue. Could the book still be hidden there? Damn, dude. Waiting book. Building the church was his redemption. Day after day he worked without payment, carrying stones and putting them in the moist soil of Salvation Harbor. At night, when he returned to his house behind the church, he could not sleep. The book of his ancestors brought across the ocean called. When the church was built, the priest found him hanged on the bell ropes, but the book is still waiting for someone to come and read it. His house is in central Salvation Harbor on the old church road between the Seven Oaks Street and Windheim Street. Still has a bad fame. No one wants to live there, even after the flood. Let's go ahead and loot this guy's shit. The Hidden Book. It took a lot of effort to track down this book. After being stolen from the Throgmorton Museum, it was bought by a local surgeon who was found dead in his house after the flood. I snuck in and checked out his place, but in vain. Still, there is somewhere else the tome may be. The private hospital in western Reed Heights where the surgeon worked has been abandoned. The archives say it is on Bourbon Road between Innsmouth Road and Oak Street. Okay. Well, I assume the Yellow King grabbed this dude. Oh, what's this? Tome in the Ruins. Local women were talking about a ruined house in central Coverside, near the radio tower on the crossing of Landing Avenue and Kingsport Street. They said the ghosts of the house owner and his family still read the unholy book they kept. Several newcomers have tried to settle in those ruins and have gone mad. Oh, that sounds fun. Book in the bank! Talk with the locals is never easy. But this old chap was one of the queerest yet. He was happy to talk about the book, but only laughed when I proposed to buy it. I left it in the most guarded place in the city and paid enough to keep it there until the world ends. And if it is abandoned after the flood, even better. Ignorance is the best guardian. I guess he meant the abandoned bank building in Northern Advent on Forefather Street between Helog Street and Half-Wind Avenue, or Windhalf Avenue. Alas, it would be too dangerous to go there by myself. The Wheel Tome! I had a dream so real it still makes my hand shake. A huge Ferris wheel rose amidst the city. People got on and rode it higher and higher before jumping off at its peak. As the pile of corpses grew bigger and bigger, the crowd pushed me to the wheel, and then I saw a man with a leather bag. He was standing in the center of the wheel and reading from a book. His awful dirge was making the wheel rotate and dragging the crowd to their slaughter. Could this vision be real? I know there is a Ferris wheel in the park in Western Old Grove, near Century Street and Century Avenue and Beacon Street. But where could the book be? Under a pile of corpses, maybe? I don't know. What do I look like? Some sort of detective? Oh, wait. Right. Oh, there's a pile of stuff. Keep it down. Mr. Archer, I've seen you dragging things into your room. Mind the floors. I'll make you pay for any scratches you leave. Your landlord. Sorry.
The door won't budge.
I just love these.
Finally, you're awake. Gotta tell you, though, mister, you want to stay on here? You stop making all that noise.
Noise? What noise are you talking about?
I expect my guests to be respectable. Moans, chanting, all that kind of thing. It stops, all right?
Yeah, sorry about that. I don't really remember what happened, but I'll do my best.
Yeah? Well, next time it happens, you end up sleeping under the bridge like the other newcomers.
You're not exactly friendly with your guests. Aren't we the ones keeping you in business?
All these newcomers after the flood, they're stark raving mad.
What do you mean?
You can't imagine the crazy notes and books I find after they move out. Only thing they're good for is lighting the kitchen stove.
Can I have a look?
I knew it. I tell you, no one sane would be interested. And you want to take a look? Well, fine. Take what you wish.
Okay. Yeah, okay, this is just a different case. Let's go look at the main case. All right. Note about hobo signs. Darren, I think I'm finally starting to figure this out. Locals use signs to mark special places that you already know. That you know already, sorry. Kind of like the secret signs hobos use all over the country. What I learned is the tradition dates back to times well before the flood. I've been able to find out the meaning of some of them. You've seen the crooked H-shaped sign on doors around town. That means the house is inhabited. The crosshatch grid marks some kind of hidden cache of useful items. The V sign is for barricaded, dangerous places. Good catch there, they say. There we go. Still haven't figured out the spiral-shaped sign, though. You'll have to investigate for yourself. If you see a sign that's a cross with 3 Ks, reach for the gun. Okay. Okay. Gigantic, ugly sea spiders. Walter, K help you if I hear you're peddling your cheap, affordable living again. I could live with you renting out beast-ridden flop houses, but you're cutting into my profit. Don't make that mistake. I know you're on the fish market, and I have dangerous people living out here that I can send after you. You've been warned, Vic. Wait, they still get mail here? That's amazing. Let's see. Let's see. University. City Hall. Throgmorton Manor. So that's a newspaper. Yeah. Hospital. Port. Okay, where the smeg is this fucking place that I'm supposed to be going? Asylum. Yeah, that sounds like where I don't want to go. Hey, Throgmorton. Where the fuck am I supposed to be getting to? I don't know, it's a library. Oh, I don't get a marker for this one, okay. Cover side at the crossroad of Asher and Hubert Avenue. I believe I just have to walk there. Asher and Hubert. Oh, there it is. Right. Yeah, no, I'm having a fever. Man, this place sucks. Better.
Get away. There's nothing to see here.
Oh, there's a burning car. Okay. I'm at the corner. Oh, this is Roosevelt. Okay, never mind. Not at the corner. There's some no-driving motherfuckers up in this city.
Guess I don't need the key.
I'm guessing I'm a day late and $1 short. Dangers of diving. Divers with the bends can suffer from numerous symptoms including pain, impaired movement, nausea, vomiting, and disorientation. Acute symptoms can occur within 10 minutes of surfacing and include paralysis, numbness, blindness, deafness, dizziness, seizures, confusion, or words coming out all weird. Paralysis and numbness can involve several different parts of the body at the same time.
Are a few damp papers all that's left of the expedition? Someone smashed it beyond repair.
Really? Just cars with the headlights out, or just one headlight? Period. A tank of eels. I have a tank of fucking eels.
Can't say I ever saw another shell like it.
How to protect? According to our data, the places of paranormal activity have a strong, previously unidentified influence on the human mind. We have prepared a list of solutions including meditative practices and a supply of sedatives to prevent cases of madness among the expedition members. I highly recommend discarding all those charms, amulets, and religious symbols which are of no use and applying the scientifically valid methods of protection instead. Use scientifically valid methods of protection instead. H. Doe. Oh man, I thought you'd be J. Doe. That's weird. Normally, police get right up people's ass about stuff like that. At least there's a reason they have a pile of fish and tentacles, something to feed the eels with, I guess. Fisherman reports. J. Sullivan and B. Morgan, local fishermen, report numerous large bubbles and unbearable stench rising from the bottom of the sea. Bought a sample of a weird substance floating in the ocean from J. Harway. He claims he found it amongst numerous dead and strangely deformed fish. The fish were taken for analysis. Could be. Several locals mention a rock that rose from the seabed, making the fog shine in different colors. The witnesses fell sick and dizzy for 2 or 3 days after the incident. L.P. Stern got severe burns after chiseling off a part of the rock in his basement. Samples taken for analysis.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Damn it. Sorry.
Map of Cape Cod. It looks like there was something here, but it's been erased.
H. Doe, anthropologist. The Oakmont University Department of Anthropology welcomes the newest addition to its ranks, Professor Harriet Doe. Her brilliant discoveries about the origin of Inuit tribes have added a new page to the history book of humanity. Now Professor Doe will embark on a new expedition to hopefully shed light on the source of the flood, and in doing so shed light on what may yet be to come. Ugh.
These samples glitter in a weird way. I wonder where they came from.
Well, nothing there. Well, this was less than useful. Well, so far, nothing good. Not sure where to go next. Well, perhaps over to the university to hear about Professor Doe. It's the cops. Although, actually, maybe they know something about the break-in.
Hello, officer.
Well, look who finally decided to show up. If it ain't Charles Reed, the genius that cracked the case of Albert Throgmorton. Captain Caleb Lyons at your service. What can we simpletons do to assist you, Mr. Holmes?
Do you and I have a problem, officer?
No. Aside from making everyone in the Oakmont Police Department look like idiots, let me be frank, newcomer. You ain't welcome. You slip up, don't cross a T or dot an I, and I'll treat you like every other criminal here.
Okay. Well, can I use the police archive in the meantime?
You can, but only because of Mr. Throgmorton's patronage. And heed me well, you're on mighty thin ice, and I'll be under it when it breaks.
Well, I'll make sure I keep my gun ready for you, shitbird. Why am I not surprised? Completely worthless. Gonna need far more information for that to be useful. Right. Well, let's see. Cop shop was useless. Expedition headquarters. What's that? Throgmorton Manor. Go to the Chronicle and see if they've got anything useful, but I doubt it.
The old papers are by the door. Take them and stop bothering me already.
I think you've got me confused with someone else.
Aren't you a newcomer?
Help me out here. What's the connection between newcomers and old newspapers?
It's cold sleeping in the street, and they come to collect the old newspapers for warmth.
Yeah, I guess I am a newcomer. Charles Reed, private investigator. And I also need your old newspapers, the archive, to be exact.
Ah, so you're the one who cracked the Albert Throgmorton murder case. Nice work. I'm Helen Bland. Say, can you do me a favor? Give me an exclusive interview. You won't regret it. The Oakmont Chronicle is the best newspaper for miles around.
All right, I'll be sure to make some time for you, Miss Bland. See you later.
No, it's gonna be the same shit, isn't it? Okay, I'm not entirely sure what I'm expected to do here. starting to feel an awful lot like nothing. Okay, that's just a boat. What the hell was that then? Oh. Actually, that's not gonna help. Well, actually, no, they've been making people better than the professor. Fucking nuts. Okay. Is it me or is it suddenly turning dark? I just got up. Oh no, I know it's turning dark. I just, like, when did I wake up? 5 o'clock p.m.?
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
No, apparently.
Hello?
Hello. Welcome to Oakmont University Library. Joy Hayden. Can I help?
Charles Reed, private investigator. I apologize for my bluntness, but can I ask you a question?
Mouth?
Yeah.
Punishment. Long story.
Again, sorry for me being so direct, but that can't be legal, can it? This looks like... it looks like torture.
Legal in Oakmont. Local custom.
Huh. I need to see your book catalogs.
Sure. Over there.
And that's it? No payment, no threatening, no favors in return?
No. Library public. Knowledge for everyone. Welcome.
Well, that's music to my, eyes. This city doesn't look like it has much need for books, except as fuel for fires. How come the library's in such good shape?
Mr. Throgmorton. Funds. Keeps everything in check.
Really? Huh. I wouldn't have thought that of him. I wonder why.
He says people need hope, entertainment, escapism. Now more than ever. Can't imagine library without his help.
Bye, Joy.
Jesus. You literally do not have any modern science books. Yeah. I thought I could fast travel there now. Okay. Well, that's annoying as hell. Yes, how do I fast travel? Right, okay, I read all those. This is a plea for help. Right, okay. Run away! What the fuck? Gotta go back there. Yeah, I do have a gun, but at the same time, bullets are money. Well, yeah, next to fucking nowhere. Okay. Way off the wrong way. Yeah, I assume that's what's going to happen sooner or later. God damn it, I'm back where I started. Back at the fucking newspaper. Jesus.
Extra, extra. All the news that's fit to print. Buy a paper, mister?
Yeah, I guess, man, the day-night cycle's short in this game. Yeah, I'm kind of not sure what the hell we're supposed to be doing next. I'm supposed to go tell Throgmorton that everything got trashed and there's nothing really as a lead, or...
Hey, handsome. Wanna have some fun?
Not really, no. City Hall, probably worthless. Alright, let's go talk to Throgmorton and see if maybe when I talk to him something opens up. Really not seeing a direction to go in. Breaking into buildings at random and stealing shit? Yes, please. Shit, maybe I'll stay here. This is in better shape than my fucking hotel. Much better shape. Oh crap. But my hotel doesn't have those in it.
Don't do that again.
And a dog killed it. Sure seem to be a lot of cultists roaming around. That's not what I wanted. That sounded really weird. Plus that squelching sound. Good stuff. Alright. How does that not have any bullets? Ah, there we go. bullets don't do shit. Might as well not have a gun. That was worthless. Nowhere to run. There's no point in running away. That blasted hollow-eyed freak always catches up with his grin. His long black coat and thin crooked fingers clutching a gun. He's got a bullet with my name on it. I dodged it once, but there won't be a second time. Kay, help me. Okay. Well, despite there being monsters in it, I'm still giving this place a better rating than my hotel. Die, dude.
I'm not in the mood for chit-chat, Mr. Reed.
Right, well, I'm not sure what to do next, so I'm going to call it here. I guess we'll try to figure something out tomorrow. Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow we will continue our investigations. Tonight, I will go eat some dinner. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the stream and the new game, and we shall see what we can see tomorrow.